The number one thing you have to attack anytime you're trying to change anything in your life, anytime you're trying to change something in your life, or if you're coaching somebody and developing them to change something in theirs, is identity. You have to. I repeat, you have to attack the identity first. If you begin to give somebody principles, strategies, tactics on top of a rotten identity, then it is all going to fall to the ground. None of your seeds will hit good soil. So I want you to drop into this training where we talk about what your identity is in Christ and how this is the foundation to all of the transformation that you truly desire. I was talking to a group of young adults where I was showing them, I know you want to get the money. I know it. I know you're looking for your boo, your forever partner. But if you don't master this, it will all be for nothing. Check out this training where we learn what it means to have our identity in Christ. I believe that identity is the foundation of any transformation that you're looking for. Is who are you? How do you answer that question? Who are you? Outside of what you might have been pre-programmed with, an expectation of parents, our teachers, our school, or all the things. Like, who are you to yourself? What do you take pride in? What is your standard? What is your value system? What are you uncompromising about? Like, I don't care what this, I don't move on this. I'm standing on business when it comes to this. Do you have that for yourself? If you don't establish that, it will be established for you by the culture that you live in. And breaking news, the culture that you live in, they going to hell, okay? So I would recommend for you to set your own standard, because they going to burn a very long time. We don't want no parts of that. I would just recommend for you to set your own standard. But let's just talk about identity. I was overstimulated with ideas to talk to y'all about identity. So I'm like, if you got to narrow it in, or we're going to have a slumber party if I don't. Okay. So I wanted to talk to you about just different ways that I'm going to be telling you the same thing. Okay. So I've heard many different stories, and I'm going to just share a few with you. There was one where, imagine a homeless person. They are on the slum streets, strung out and feeling like nobody cares, loves, interested. They're a homeless person on the street. And somebody just walks by and says, you know that your dad is the president of the United States? Somebody just walks by, says it, and leaves. Now, this homeless person is going to be like, well, why would they say that? Why would they identify me as that? And so for just a second, they begin to think, well, could this be true? And they just begin to, before they even know if it's true or not, the shoulders just slightly, ever so gently, slightly, are pushed back a little bit, just by chance what this person said was true, that they could actually be the child of a president. They just slightly pull their shoulders back and they begin to just ask questions to see if this is true. They begin to investigate and they begin to call family members, poke around a little bit, and the trail is getting hot. And let's say they actually are able to get on the phone with somebody at the White House, and somebody says, yeah, we're going to get Mr. President on the phone for you. And Mr. President, my name's Tiffany. I've heard you're my dad, the president of the United States. And the president says, yes, you're my child. Matter of fact, come see me. Okay, we homeless. Okay, we might not have taken a shower in 90 days. It might be longer. We find it, we go into somewhere where we can get washed up because we realize that we are the child of a president. And there's an air of royaltiness about us that we knew not of. And we begin to just get our life together just because we have changed who we identify as. How we identified ourselves had us at a very low standard. But just knowing our association with a father has changed how we want to move. So you get to the president's, you get to the White House, okay? And you're like, I don't know how he's going to act. I'm not quite sure. Doors are swung open. A party is being held. In your honor, come in, okay? And you now can be welcomed into this White House. You identify as this president's child. What is happening in this story? Because the person is still the same person. Why do they want to do better? The alcohol they were drinking, they don't want to drink it anymore. I got to get myself together. What can I learn when I get to the president? What has changed about this person? Their DNA is the same. Their makeup is the same. Everything about them the day before is the same. The only thing that has changed is how they identify as themselves, because they realize that they're connected to what they may deem as royalty in their mind. I say that because anytime you're on a journey where you're trying to transform, it's never about behavior modification. You can't guilt trip your way into holiness. You can't, okay, what are all the things I'm doing wrong that God will be mad at me about, and let me try to change all those things? It's not going to work. You have to identify as a child of God at your core, because it is just impossible for a mature person to break the heart of somebody that they love. Now, an immature person, absolutely. But the more mature you get, if it's somebody that you truly love, everything you do is going to be so that you can do everything in honor of their name, because you associate with being their child. So identifying who you are is going to change everything about you.